This segment is sponsored by the Potawatomi Zoo. It's a wild Wednesday here, and Josh Sisk is back. I have to tell you, yesterday, I had the chance to go to the zoo and visit with my 6-year-old friend, Jacob. And I'm telling you what, the zoo is always fun, but it is more fun through the eyes of a little one.
It was, and he had a lot of energy. It was great getting to see you guys and walk you around. And
yeah, he had a lot of energy, and we got to ride the train and the carousel and he got to visit the rhino.
Yeah, we went to you got to go meet Masamba the rhino. Yeah, that's one of the experiences that we have at the zoo. But I mean, he was so excited. I remember him saying, he goes, "I've never seen a rhino before." So that's what it's all about.
Because so many of us have. The thing I love too is the giraffes were finally out of their little habitat. They were out in the open a little bit.
We actually had all 4 of them for the very first time actually on the exhibit. Not even just the little arena, but out on exhibit last night. So that was a huge accomplishment. So they're getting so much better.
Yeah, that was cool. And something I had never done before was feed the animals.
Oh, at the zoo farm?
Yeah. So you get the little candy thing, and you get your 50 cents worth of food, and they are just so eager. They eat it right out of your hand.
You know what's funny? Out of all those animals at the zoo, we have giraffes, we have rhinos, all that. Kids love the zoo farm. You would think, even being in Midwest, that we'd have a lot of farm kids, but a lot of kids are not exposed to chickens and goats, and then be able to actually feed them and touch them.
And they're so tender with I was like, oh, I don't know if we should put our hand up there, but they just take that food right out.
And that's important. That's how I got my start. I started with farm animals, and that's where my love of animals came. And look what happened.
Look what happened.
Look what
you could be.
I'm sitting here with an armadillo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're talking about everything I did yesterday, but what do you have today?
So you guys have met him before. This is Cachi. He's our one of the 3-banded armadillos that we have. But this is a very successful breeding program we have at the zoo.
Cool.
Yeah, I was seeing if he would pop out of here a little bit.
There he goes.
He might pop out.
Do you remember when we took him to Elkhart to the Ed Camp?
I do remember that. Yes,
with the kids during COVID. Yeah,
that was. I was just sitting there thinking about. He is probably close to 10 years old. We've had him for quite a while.
He's a good ambassador.
He is a good ambassador, but he does very well with this. But he's been the father of many offspring, and I think at the zoo right now we have at least 5 or 6 of these guys.
This is a stud armadillo?
This is a stud armadillo,
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to think about that. But we talk about this often. One of the great things about the zoo is not only was I able to go there yesterday and hang out and do all the fun experiences, but they have this ambassador program where we can actually take these animals to people. There he goes.
Yeah, there he's pumping out.
And so that is a super cool thing because the kids do get to, the kids or the people like my age, we can get up close and personal, we can touch it, we can feel it, we can see what it's like. And they're so, there's this great program for you.
Yeah, and we're building on it. We have a little skunk that I was hoping I was going to bring in today, but he's got to get his vaccinations first, and not what we bring him in. But animals
and desented, however that works.
That's an example of an animal that everyone's scared of. They don't know, but when they get to actually meet one, we don't want to insinuate they're pets, but it brings a whole new appreciation for the animals when you can actually have a kind of a one-on-one experience with them.
Do you remember when you were little and that Pepe Le Pew was on, and he was such a Hilarious animal. My gosh. #MeToo. Pepe Le Pew is canceled.
He's canceled.
He's canceled. Does this armadillo have a name?
I can't say. It's Argentina. It's Cachi.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not saying that right at all. I butchered it, but
it's all right. So it was a great day at the zoo yesterday. We got to do a lot of fun things, and the staff is so friendly and so knowledgeable, and just right there and willing to jump in and engage.
That's I heard you spent about $100 in the gift shop, so I appreciate that.
I do have a yeah. But I have to say,
when you spend $100, the staff's really friendly.
I will say that I felt like I've never used my membership. I've had one, but every time I go to the zoo, it seems to be for something like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the first time I just kind of went for no purpose other than hanging out and checking it out.
Kind of enjoy it from the visitor perspective.
So that was fun. So my membership has now paid for itself. That's what I've decided. And then the train ride is like I said, watching it through the kids' eyes. And kids are so eager to be friends with other kids.
Yeah, I know, isn't that great?
It's just they just engage and talk. I mean, there were a couple times I had to to tell Jacob we're not with them.
Yep, yep.
Don't get in.
No, it's been so. I was just telling my staff the other day. It was so neat because I was walking through the zoo, and I can't tell you how many people stop us and say, the zoo is looking so great.
It does.
It's not the zoo, but we had a family here visiting from Los Angeles, and they
your old stomping grounds.
And they happened to just be in the zoo because they knew someone, and that's what it's all about. Like we actually have people coming from other states stopping in at the zoo, and that's what they said. They go, we go to San Diego, we go to LA, but this zoo is amazing, and that felt really good because that was from a whole different perspective if someone at another zoo.
Right,
so.
you don't have anything to gain by telling you that.
Exactly.
Right. Well, the Potawatomi Zoo is a great experience for everyone in our community, and you should check it out. They're over on Green Lawn Avenue in South Bend. You can give them a call at 235-9800. Visit PotawatomiZoo.org. They're on Facebook, and you're going to want to become a member, ride the carousel, take the train, and load up on gift shop goodies. Thanks for being here this morning, Josh, and your little armadillo friend.